everyone. Hi,
Oh,
Debbie.
hi there, you okay?
Yes, very good. How are you?
All good, all good. Looking forward to tonight.
Oh, yeah. We look forward to this every week, don't we?
We do.
Brilliant stuff. Hopefully people can find us. So we're on our Twilight Crafts Facebook page and on our YouTube channel. And I can see a few people joining us. I just posted the link on our Twilight Crop and Craft group. And we're going to get going, aren't we? We're going to dive straight into some crafting.
We are. I managed to finish. This is the one that I started last week. So I finished.
Oh, fabulous. Now, that's the one we did a similar but a different take, didn't we? So let's find mine. So we did some stenciling each, but in a different way.
Yeah.
We took that lovely paper, we chopped it up, cut it in half, but slightly different take. I inked mine in blue. Did you distress your edges?
Yeah, distress me edges.
Love that.
Distresser.
And you did that lovely brick wall stencil in the 3 colours.
Yours overlapping. So you stuck them down. I had spaces between mine, but I like it without the spaces, I think.
Yeah, I like yours, but you've got some stenciling in the background, haven't you? Mine was overlapped with some foam pads.
Very nice.
Love that. So that was that one. And then I did one more at the... I finished off yesterday. So this was one I started at the weekend because I did lots of texture paste. This was Steph's idea. And what I liked about this, Steph talked about making a flower shelf. So I took Steph's idea from the live last week. And when I started building the shelf of flowers, it needed a bit of grounding. So this is texture paste. You can see there, built up with lots of inks on the background and just a few butterflies. And I use this lovely frame from the Flower Emporium ephemera kit.
Very nice.
So yeah, we've been busy, haven't we? What else have you been working on, one, Deb?
I did this yesterday using the kit stencil. So I showed you last week. It's a little flower, and then there's a bit. I'm not sure if you can see it here. There's a flower, and then there's a bit to stencil on in front. But you can see from the flowers the details that you can get. So you can ink on top and get a little bit more definition. So. And I also used a brush stroke stencil that's just in production now. So I will, that's a weekend job. I'll be cutting those.
That is lovely. And I know we've both worked on those. So the little flowers you made, we both had to go at this. So
yes,
that stencil comes in the kit. And it just layers up beautifully, doesn't it?
It does. We had a bit of a mixed media.
Bit of a mixed media frenzy, didn't we? Because this is what we've both been working on, and we'll talk you through how we created this effect. So this is a genuine stencil. You said, Deb, it's going to be on the website soon. It's beautiful. It's the brush strokes. Look at this.
I'll show you it.
I love it. An A4. So this is an A4 stencil.
This is
so effective.
Yeah, and we built it up, didn't we, using inks and stamps and a little bit of bleaching technique.
Yeah, we'll have to do a little demo of this. So we first inked through the stencil with your good old blending brush.
I've got mine here so you can see the kind of background ready before you add anything else.
Oh, great.
So this is So just use the stencil to ink with a blending brush and then tone on tone stamping and a little bit of bleaching and that's it, isn't it?
That's it, but it's so effective, so good and quite easy to do, but you have to keep the stencil in place.
Yes, washi tape I'd say is a bit of an essential.
Bit of washi tape works well.
So what are you just working on today, Faye?
Well, what I've done so people will know, the Vicky Boutin ephemera pack, I think you've got a big pack there, Deb, is 217 pieces. And what we've done is, obviously in this layout, I used all the yellow pieces, and they come pre-coloured. But there's a whole lot of black and white pieces in the kit, in the ephemera packs, and we were like, oh, right, okay, let's see how it works if we use a bit of distress oxide or some inks. And we're just going to have a go at molding them. So they come black and white.
I've got some out that are pink, the 2 pinks, but I am going to colour these to match as well. Well, I'm going to try. It's all an experiment, isn't it?
Oh, we got Sue. Hi, Sue. Hi, Steph.
Hi, Sue.
Oh, hi, Nicola and Helen. Brilliant stuff. Yes, controlled brush strokes, it is. Oh, hi, Tina. I think the link that I posted was being a bit problematic, so I just updated it on our Facebook group. So apologies if you couldn't find us. So, yeah. And what I love about Vicky's painting of pieces, because these pieces are already pre-painted in a really messy style, is that it can just be messy. That's really, can you see? I'm not even filling in all the pieces.
They're very mixed media-ish, aren't they?
Very messy, because that is the style. That's the style we're going for. So I'm going to go a bit of red here, a bit of yellow down here to match this so it flows with the ink. So how is everybody doing? I don't know how it's Thursday already.
How did it get to be this?
It's mad. We're using these little messy mats, which, Deb, I have to say are just perfect for this kind of thing.
Love a messy mat.
Because you can just use it as a little palette.
Well, I've got one for pale pink and one for dark pink, so
yeah, I've got a pink one going, I've got a yellow, I've got a green. All is good. And I'm going messy.
I'm going to add a tiny bit of picked raspberry to that because that is a little bit too pale, I think.
Yeah, that's true, Tina. How is it May and not just Thursday? I know, not only the week's flying, but I'm like, May? And we're partway through May and we've got our weekend crop coming up. Not this weekend, but the weekend after. Oh my gosh, so exciting.
You know, if you saw the pile of stuff that's amassing in my lounge, that is,
yeah,
it's like a crop monster growing in the corner.
Yeah, we're gearing up for it. We can't wait.
So excited.
Yeah. Me too.
And we were even talking about what to take, weren't we, yesterday, which is...
Yeah, we were like, oh, should we do some kits and should we get a bit super organised? We're like, oh, crikey, that is organised. Oh, so Sue's at home chilling, Ali's crafting, but you're not, normally the two of you are together, aren't you? So flying solo tonight. Is anybody else crafting along? Well, Debbie had the pleasure of coming to watch me in my new hobby last night, didn't
yes.
you? So,
yeah,
very exciting. Yeah. But I've just joined a wild swimming club near where I live. And I've been very brave because it's totally out of my comfort zone, but I need to do a little bit of exercise and something that is relaxing. So, yes, I did it. Deb, you were...
I was very impressed. Yeah.
Small steps, doing it little by little, but...
I don't know if I could... I would worry about not putting my foot on the bottom, but I suppose sometimes you just have to get past that, don't you?
Yeah, mind over matter, definitely. But it's so relaxing because the setting was just beautiful, wasn't it?
Oh, it's a lovely setting. I couldn't believe some people going in just in a swimming cosy, though. I was just like, oh,
no,
goodness.
I was in my full wetsuit, gloves, boots.
Yeah.
Oh, Steph, you're totaling up lists of how many albums and layouts you've done since you started scrapping. My gosh.
Oh, I've got rid of some of mine because I didn't like them.
You had a sore tape, didn't you, Deb?
Yeah, because I just thought I'm not keeping every stuff that I don't like.
No.
I had some layouts that I did to make a layout, and I just thought, I don't need this picture of a dandelion. I don't need, you know.
Well, when you craft as much as we do, and you've got so many.
Yeah, I was just like, I do not need that in my life.
No.
So it went.
Yeah, Debbie was the chief towel holder and photographer, and I have to say the photos are hilarious because you've got to wear a bright swim hat so the lifeguards can see you. So imagine it's sort of like it's a key, so there's a diving centre, paddleboarding, but it's all in like a sort of, you say it's like a massive lake or a quarry or a,
looks like a huge quarry to me.
yeah. It's so beautiful. The setting is gorgeous and the sun was shining and it's just so relaxing. So, but Debbie, took me photographs because she's now going to have a wild swimming.
Yeah, it's on the list. Absolutely.
It's like, Debbie, can you make me a wild swimming? And I look ridiculous because you're in a bright swimming hat. What else? Goggles.
Yeah, but you know what? If I was there, I'd probably be screaming because I was so cold. You weren't screaming.
No, it wasn't cold at all. And that's the beauty of it with the thermal wetsuit. It's really not cold. It's wonderful.
See, I feel cold just going in the swimming pool.
Well, so do I usually, but not in a wetsuit.
Ah.
And once you start to swim, I'm all enjoying it. It's good fun. All good.
This is quite therapeutic painting.
It is really therapeutic. Yeah. So how has everybody else's week gone? Because it does seem like, as you say, the weeks
It's raced by.
Are flying by. Right, I reckon that's enough of the watercolours. That sort of, I'm happy with that. I think your stencils, Deb, are going to do most of the work on this layout because they are.
That looks lovely. I'm just going an all pink palette, I think.
Okay, I've tried to go reds into pinks into yellows.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing a shelf, I think. Like Steph's idea. I'm trying a shelf.
Yes, Steph, I don't know if you were with us when I showed this is your idea from last week. This is my floral shelf, your idea, and I used some inks and some texture paste just to build it up. So thank you for that, because that really inspired me. So Tina, we are using, and it's really sad to say that these are discontinued now. We are using the Flower Ephemera icon bits, and it's wonderful because you get the coloured florals, but you also get lots of the black and white florals that you can watercolour yourself. I just wish they make more of these. It's just
such a fabulous pack, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Oh, good to have you with us, Karen. So these stripes are Debbie's new stencil, which will be going on the website very soon. They are brush strokes. So you get an A4 stencil, you get 2 different types of brush strokes, and we have stenciled in a blending brush. And then with the stencil in place, you also stamp tone on tone.
Shall I show you the? So that's the. Yeah, that's where we started.
That's where we started. It's just.
So the top one and the bottom one are the same. So I've just repeated. So you get 2 on an A4 stencil.
Really effective. That. So Debbie's going to be popping those on the website fairly soon.
I will be.
So we thought we would just experiment with them. Anybody else got any other hobbies outside of paper crafting? Obviously, this was a bit of a challenge for me to join this. It's something I've always wanted to do, and I've been twice so far. So let's.
You do crochet, Faye?
Yes, with your help, I've got into a bit of crochet, but haven't done that for so long. I don't get the time to sit down. And I know it is really good for me because
it's not ideal in the summer though, because it's too hot.
Yeah.
No.
Mind you, would some people sit in the garden and crochet possibly?
Yes.
It's more of a
take it on holiday, but to have something to do on the beach. But crocheting with wool isn't ideal, especially not a big blanket. You're better off with squares, but yeah, not when it's really hot.
Yeah, I think I took the granny squares on a beach because you could work. It's small. You can.
Yeah.
Oh, Tina does a bit of quilting and sewing. Yeah, I see quite a lot of paper crafting people do sewing and are very good at it. It's something that I did at school.
Used to do a lot. I made masks when we had dear old COVID.
You did? Loads of them, in fact.
Yeah.
That definitely kept you busy.
Yeah, I like knitting small things.
Oh, hi, Karen. Good to have you with us.
Karen?
Yeah, we're just talking
Lots of people sew, don't they?
Yeah. I like walking.
Yes, I love walking.
I don't get out as much as I'd like, but there is something
about being in the countryside in green, isn't there?
It's lovely. It's good. It's so good for the soul, isn't it?
Yeah. So I love going to Westonbirt. We've got an arboretum quite near us, and I've got an annual membership, and that's just lovely to go to.
Yes,
so
fantastic.
Nice.
And when you go, autumn time and all the different seasons, it's lovely. Oh, Nicola, you used to be in the Amdrams. Me too. Oh, what a small world.
I did all that in school, but not
I did that right up into my 30s. And like you say, then you have children, because it was rehearsals a couple of times a week, show week. We would do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday night, Saturday matinee and Saturday night. And it's actually the group you still go and watch, Debbie.
Yeah, I used to love all that when I was younger, but I think I was married quite young though, wasn't I?
You were.
I don't think it was around when I was younger. Yeah, and I was probably married too young to have time for anything like that at the time.
Yeah. Yeah, I did all the Amdrams, loved the musicals.
I loved that in school though. We did a lot. We had a really, really good music teacher. He was amazing. And even used the school orchestra to play all the music for the songs, which is quite a very good standard.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it was fabulous.
Yeah, I love watching shows as well, Steph. So I did, oh my gosh, so as a child I was Annie. I was the Artful Dodger in Oliver when I was a bit of a tomboy. Then when we did Oliver at school, I got the part of Nancy. Then I was Ado Annie in Oklahoma. I was Lola in Copacabana. Oh my gosh!
I bet your mum loved that.
Oh, she loved it. I've got the old VHS. I got the old VHS videos. I mean, I haven't watched them in years. I probably cringe. What else?
So I don't know if you remember that the school that we went to, they had an adult thing. They used to do the pantomimes every year. Yes. And because I went to dance classes, we did that as well. I loved doing the pantomimes.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah.
Such a really lovely community thing to happen.
Yeah, used to love it. And because you'd have all the auditions to see what part you'd get, and then you'd have to learn all the lines,
and then you find, don't you, at the end of a production, you know everybody's lines anyway, don't you?
Oh, yeah. And actually the whole company become like a family, because you spend so much time with these people.
When we did Sound of Music, we were rehearsing in the school holidays, in the summer holidays.
Yeah.
And we had such a lovely time. We played hide and seek around school. Can you imagine how much fun that was?
Yeah. Oh, the best.
Yeah.
No, wonderful opportunities. Loved it all. And I must say, those videos have got to be somewhere. They would be cringe. I mean, you're talking now 30 years ago or so.
It's a while, isn't it? It's not that long. It's not that long.
It seems like a long time ago. Right, just building up this. Oh, Nicola, you did pantos. Yeah, I did pantos as a child, but in an adult group. Like you say, the time commitment. I mean, gosh, you didn't even bat an eyelid back then, but it was so much of your time. And actually, the pressure of having to learn the lines by a certain date, gosh, that is a lot.
I think it's easier when you're younger, isn't it?
I think so.
And I can still remember like a lot of the songs from Joseph. We did Joseph.
Yeah, I was Joseph in year 7. So I sometimes had the boys' parts because I could sing. So my singing teacher was the narrator and I was Joseph. I mean, can you imagine?
It's all right.
Mind you, I had sort of long hair and it was very like Philip Schofield had long hair, didn't he, in the show. Jason Donovan as well.
I'm not sure about this because I initially had a thing going down and then a photo.
Oh, you didn't get videos of yours, Nicola? It's just wonderful to like, oh God, I'm probably cringe if they've got to be in the house somewhere.
Have you got a video player though?
No, so I'd need to really get them converted, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
That's what I should do. Oh, the pinks are looking lovely, Deb.
I don't know whether to do it this way or that way.
Oh, what do people think? Sometimes people watching have got a different view to us.
I don't think it's working this way.
No.
But I think it works that way. That's what I did initially.
Which is the same direction as mine. I think it's nice that way.
Yeah. This is how I played with them before I had all the flowers.
Oh, good. I'm glad it's not me, Nicola. Then, I used to get the boy. So, the Artful Dodger when I was about 12. Joseph. And I think I'm going to have the word sunshine. So my little boy went to school dressed in red, white and blue today with a celebrating.
Oh, how lovely.
D-Day.
Seems like schools either went all out or they did very little.
Yeah. But he was learning all the songs.
Oh, we knew all, didn't he?
He was singing to you, wouldn't he, Debbie?
Yeah.
It's a long way to Tipperary.
And I said, you know, we'll meet again. He went, that's the year 6 song, didn't he?
Yeah. Yes, he said, no, that's the year 6 song, that one. Just catching a couple of flies. There are little flies that keep flying around in here, driving me mad. Right. Yeah, Tina says sideways too, Deb. I think you're right. It's got more of a flow.
Yeah, it didn't work.
That's working beautifully. So yes, we have just one weekend to go before our weekend crop. And we've been trying to like think about kits and trying to be a bit organised, haven't we?
Yes.
Because it does make a difference when you have a bit of something in your mind that you're going to work on, particularly when we're running the crop, because we've got the shop as well. It means that we've got a bit of thought into.
Yeah, you've got. Otherwise, I just take stuff and I just blindly move a piece of paper around for when I've got time to move a piece of paper.
Yeah,
that one.
Exactly. So I'm just putting a few little puppy stickers here. So I've got the sunshine bit.
What do you think? Does that look all right there?
Oh, lovely. That the pinks look so. And you see how in one ephemera pack you get so much, because in this layout I picked out all the yellows. You've picked out all the pinks. This one I've just done water. There's like so much in a pack.
It's gonna last forever. I'm just going to take a picture before I move anything to stick it down. Does anyone else do that? I think I'm kind of happy with it. And then I want to go.
Take a photo.
Yeah.
So you remember. Yeah, I'm with you. Oh,
Right.
Tina's got a scrap day tomorrow with some pals. Got to try and be organised, yeah, but it's not working. I start to try and be organised, and then do you know what I do? I start sorting out my craft room or my bits, and then I start having a clear out, and I think, no,
it is a hobby in itself, isn't it? Organising craft supplies.
Oh my gosh, it really is. Yeah. Right, I'm happy with that one. I think while you're just finishing off, I'm partway through another, and I just think that nice and simple, stencil background, watercoloured flowers, doesn't need a lot more.
But it just goes to show with inks, you can do so much, can't you?
I know, that's why I wouldn't be without my distress
inks.
And I go inks and oxides. I think they're both wonderful. Yes. So this one is mad, Deb, because this is all the flowers that we made yesterday. So Debbie's stencil comes in the kit, and you get this beautiful cut file in the kit which you've designed. Look at this, how cute is this? That is good.
I'm gonna try cutting it out in wood, I think, or making it look wooden.
Yeah, that's good. I'm gonna back it in red, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, Kate, have you started packing yet? I saw for the weekend crop. Starting to try and get organised, maybe.
Well, I've got loads of cut files I want to use, so I'm going to have to get myself in gear.
Yeah.
And get prepped, because otherwise I won't use them, and then I'll be saying, oh, I haven't used a cut file again.
Yeah, when you've got so many cut out, so you think...
That's the thing, I make them because I want to use them, and then it becomes a time issue. Well, I showed you the pile I had already cut, didn't I?
Yeah, Debbie's got loads of cut files cut. She could literally use any cut file because you cut them all.
Well, I feel I have to try them as well to make sure they're okay. Sometimes I'm not sure if it will work.
Yeah.
And I want to just, you know, run it by and make sure it's okay.
Right, so I've got a nice little bit of cardstock that I'm backing it with. This is a kind of coordinated ready pink that I had as scraps.
Can you see the shine on this? This is one of Tim Holt's distress shiny, what are they called, distress spritzes?
Oh yes. What colour did you use?
Flamingo.
Oh right, nice.
And it's supposed to go with, you know, with all the pinks really, because that's a perfect match for picked raspberry. But as the ink, you wouldn't say it was
necessarily what you
colour, would you?
Yeah. Love that. So I've just decided to, let me move that into the camera shot so you can see here, back the cut file just in the red. So you were talking about cutting this cut file out in wood.
Yeah, I'm either going to do it wood or back it in wood so it looks, yeah. I want a shabby shutter.
Oh, well done, Nicola. You're losing a free Saturday afternoon because your mother-in-law's out. Oh, I might actually gain a bit on Saturday. I think I might book him for another wild swim because my other half wants to go to the garden centre and said he would take our little ones. I'm like, oh,
lovely.
Could I just go out for an hour while I've got the... This motivation won't last, by the way. Just saying.
It's not motivation, it's energy, isn't it? And other things getting in the way.
It is. Does anybody else find that? Like you get something new, you try, and it's like, yeah, let's do it. Let's do. And then, particularly if the weather's bad, I think I've looked at the weather and it's nice and sunny. So it's the kind of thing you're happy to.
I couldn't imagine doing that in the winter.
Can you imagine? It would be so cold.
A friend of ours, though, goes in the sea, doesn't she?
Yeah.
I mean, she loves it, doesn't she? And she
people,
got weathers, doesn't she? I think they had ice, didn't she? It was.
yeah,
She did say how cold it was.
there are people who just
Not
go,
not that cold.
no. I've got to admit, the water temperature there is about 13 degrees, which is, I mean, if it goes like 8-9 degrees, oh no.
There is a program that we saw. I don't know if it's a weekly one, but it was about it was a husband and wife, I think, and they were going around the UK and finding wild swimming places and talking to people and asking them why they did it. And that I only saw one episode. I haven't seen it since, but that was really good.
Well, there are groups on Facebook where people obviously comment where they go wild swimming. Now, for me, this is lifeguarded. This is proper. Like, I'm not sure I'd be up for like going somewhere that's a bit more wild.
I wouldn't be happy. I mean,
no.
Not putting my foot on the floor is a big issue for me. So yeah.
So no.
Yeah, probably not.
As you say, probably not. Right, this is a bit random. I'm kind of building this up. This is what is going to be a more is more layout. I showed you this one, Deb, and you're like, oh, yeah. No, I love it. I was like, oh, it's a bit over the top. But
no, it's gorgeous.
Going for it.
It was a BBC one, and it was the teacher character from Balamory, you know, hubby. I didn't know who it was.
Well, and they were just like literally, they were going off wild swimming in places.
Yeah, and talking to people, and they were saying how it really made a difference in their lives, and they'd made so many friends, and how it'd been so positive, and it was just really positive. It's nice to watch something.
Yeah,
it's positive, isn't it? And everybody.
Well, I think it's supposed to have lots of health benefits. I mean, obviously you've got to be very careful, because you've got to be careful that you don't get shock of the cold, you know.
Yeah.
But if you, I mean, there's like thermal gloves and stuff.
So I was surprised at that, because they're thermal, but you wear them in the water, and you wouldn't think that would work, would you?
No, but it's so good, definitely. Yeah. But I do see lots of people do it in the sea, like I don't know, New Year's Day or.
Yeah, it's a big thing, isn't it?
That would be super cold.
There was a program called Sisters, and they were Irish, and in the program they all went like swimming on Christmas Day, and they were always swimming, wild water swimming.
My gosh.
Yeah.
Mad.
I wonder if an actor would ever say, oh my goodness, I've taken on this role and I've got to do something I really don't want to do. Imagine if you hated swimming and that was part of your.
Well, I guess if they're going to go for that kind of role, they must know.
But do you think they tell them that there'll be wild water swimming before
or might they get doubles for those, you know, stunt doubles? I don't know.
Yeah,
who knows? The other hobby I like is like, and I don't get to do it anywhere near as much, like hiking and walking. Like, you know, we got lovely in Wales, you know, Penny Van, and I did the 3 Peaks challenge climbing. So we started at Ben Nevis, then we did, we finished at Snowdon, and then we did Scarfell Pike as the middle one. You had to do it in 24 hours. That was a sponsored challenge. Nearly killed me. Raised loads of money.
Achievement after is so good, isn't it?
It was, yeah, but I felt like my legs were going to drop off and was sleep deprived, but we raised loads of money, so that was great.
Our worst I've ever felt was when we did our 24-hour relay.
Crop. Oh no, relay. We did
Relay.
24 hours. Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
But although it was 24 hours, it didn't start till lunchtime, 12 o'clock. So it's 24 hours from then.
Oh gosh.
And then you had to tidy up after. So it
Oh,
was,
no.
I got home, I couldn't even talk. Nothing made sense.
So the people had done it all. They all had to help tidy up.
Yeah, well, you all take your own tent, you know, because if the weather's bad,
Oh
you have
gosh.
chairs, tents and stuff to eat. And yeah, some people had barbecues, the very organised people.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Oh yes, Steph loves your sculpture trowels. I saw you've just started a new one. They are fab.
Do I put the leaves there or in the bit here?
What did I do with mine? I tucked, look.
See, I had mine there originally, but I'm thinking, do I need something else here on the corner?
And there are some smaller leaves. Can you see these little ones are in your pack?
Oh, I'll have a look for some little ones.
Just a couple, and also I tuck them half under so they don't fully show.
I just want something there on that corner, I think.
Now I drove past somewhere at the weekend and they had a rhinoceros outside the pub, and it was obviously from a sculpture trowel. Do they sell them off? Because I drove past and I was like, oh, there's a rhinoceros there, and it was clearly from a sculpture trowel but placed outside a pub. And I thought, I don't think that sculpture trail is local. I think they had maybe purchased it, which was this is definitely a wild layout. I mean, these flowers are a bit wacky. We're going with it.
Right.
Oh, they auction them, Karen. Yes. Okay. So, and I think that would be why. There is one permanently positioned in Wells, in the town of Wells, WELLS. And they've got one right in the centre, but that again is a permanently positioned one. I don't think it's part of a trail. So maybe the town council has purchased one, or Do
you think they're best left black and white?
I painted mine. I like the green.
I painted mine there, but I'm wondering if it's getting more subtle there and I just leave it black and white.
Black and white.
As it's going pink and now black and white photo and very pale
like
flowers.
Yeah. Feeling like that might soften it as it comes towards the black and white.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm just sticking it down.
I love that, Nicola. So you read that an actor who played Prince Caspian was asked if he could ride a horse. He was so scared he would lose the role that he said yes. Never went on a horse in his life. I bet there are people who do that.
Well, you know, Sound of Music, the girl who was Gretel.
Yeah.
You know, they were on she couldn't swim. She nearly drowned, that scene.
Oh,
you know, when they're all on the boat, in Sound of Music, when the captain comes back from holiday, they're all in the boat and they all fall in.
And she
couldn't swim. And she was only little.
Oh, yeah. Bless her.
That was the days before health and safety.
Oh, you can imagine. Yeah, absolutely. There would have been no risk assessments. No. Get in and get on with it. Yeah, the two small joined leaves.
I could actually. That's a good idea.
Yeah, because I kept mine together there because they just fitted in that formation, but actually chop them and make them go a bit further. Good one, Karen.
Yeah, that one's going there and that one's going there. There, I'm happier with that. Yeah.
Love it. You could keep adding to this because you could go in with Nuvo drops and you could dot each centre of the flower with tiny little nouveaux. You know, you could go a bit mad. I can't wait to watch on Catch Up Race Around the World. Has anybody been following that? It's in China, isn't it, this time?
Yes.
You've been watching, haven't you, Deb?
Yes. Love it. Really love it. And the Handmaid's Tale is back. I mean, it's all looking.
Oh gosh, it's all happening. Yeah.
Snowpiercer is back.
Snowpiercer, we've been watching.
It's living the dream.
Yeah. Oh, Karen said Ipswich has got a hair trail this year.
Well, that's where our best man lives, in Ipswich. Well, Hadley, which is a little
sort of that kind of way, is it?
Yeah. Yes, it's near Ipswich. It's like an outlying village town.
Oh, fab. Right. So what have we got here? We've got a couple more flowers left. Whether we... I don't know if I need those. That's going to make that bush out a bit more. Keep that. No. Right, let's get...
I think I'm...
you are nearly done.
Yeah.
And I'm not far off on this. This one's going to be a work in progress because I think I'm going to keep adding. So I'm putting some black pieces in here because it is a bit of a wacky layout. I might go in with some nouveau pieces. And then what do we reckon title? So we've got photograph. We've got dream big. The titles are not as easy. It's good day. Good day. You used photograph, didn't you?
Yeah. On my last one. There are some words in the ephemera pack as well. You've got
there are. I had to look in there, but
lovely grow, adventure, time together.
I've used some of them already. Oh, thank you, Helen. Love the colours. They're a bit mad, aren't they, these? So it is Distress Inks. I went picked raspberry, mustard seed, and fired brick, which all go with Vicky Bouton's. We've done a colour swatch for this one. I'll have to do my usual. We make them into little postcards. And people quite like collecting the colour swatch postcards. But you've got your little book, haven't you? Here's our little book. So these are our Twilight postcards, and we just we get them printed, and then so when you want to refer to your inks, we've got them all there.
And it means you can take the right ones with a kit if you're planning on
to the crop.
Getting inky. Yeah,
love it. So I've got to make up some new ones to match this one. Oh, right. Steph, you've just come up. Bloom from... Oh, yeah. Then I didn't... Yes, that's better. Because I was thinking I couldn't find anything to go. That is perfect, Steph.
Oh, she's good, isn't she?
Oh, you're good. And also the pink. Look at that. That pink's going to really pop. I was like, photograph is a bit... This is like a wild layout. We need a title.
We need something a bit wild.
Anybody use these puffy stickers yet? Do you own these? They are obviously the first time 49 Market have done these, and I would say they're a bit more rubbery than I'm used to, which sounds a bit strange, but they're like bendy. And and we both noticed quite a strong smell.
Yeah. Hi, Melly. Thanks for joining us.
Good to have you with us. We're in the middle of creating a bit of a mess.
I've finished. Oh, what I might do is get me a little Nouveau pen out and add a little bit of glitter.
Right, let's have a look. Steph's come up with this brilliant idea. So bloom from, how cool is this? Within. Yes. Oh, look how funky that is. Thank you, Steph. That's why crafting with friends is the way forward. bloom from within. Oh, look at that.
Where's my glitter pen?
How cool is that? This is funky. Yeah, I reckon this is going to need some like Nuvo drops or something in the middle of the flowers, but can you imagine how long that's going to take?
It's going to take you a while.
And we can have some of these funky little hearts. Yeah, a bit of a mess comes with the territory, definitely. We've been doing a bit of watercolouring. We've just done this one with a bit of the old stencil and a bit of watercolour, so enjoy that. Yeah,
and that's the other one that we've made. So I've been quite productive over the last 2 days.
hey, we have.
Yeah.
We should have a day to craft together more often. We get lots done and we get very inspired, don't we?
Yeah.
But unfortunately, work gets in the way.
Don't know, get in the way.
Right, I reckon that's going to be just a few more little bits. Your pink on that screen looks very pink. That's picked raspberry, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Very bright.
I love picked raspberry. It's probably my favourite thing.
Yeah, I think it is my favourite. Right. That is probably just going to have a few little extra bits added to it, but I'm happy with how that's...
Yeah, I might add a title to this. I'm not sure. I might just leave it like that.
Oh, and that photo is just beautiful, isn't it? So, yeah, we've been getting messy with watercolour inks, our distress inks and oxides, and made a couple of layouts. Fantastic. Well, thank you for joining us, everyone. It's been great to craft. Our cyber crop is open until Saturday, isn't it? And then next week we're going to be spinning the wheel.
Yes.
And the albums are just filled with inspiration. So thank you to everybody who's taken part so far. And yeah, still a couple of days left to take part. Thanks, everyone. We will see you next week.
Thanks for joining us. Bye.
Take care all. Bye.